were they lying about this or were they telling the truth? I'm here to investigate the VxR10 Pro microphone. It's not going to be that boring of a video, but I'm also not going to put that much effort because when I looked previously, views were kind of low on this. Released in 2020. It's now 2026. That's the only advantage that we have going for ourselves right now. And we're going to try to use consistency model here to just get some videos going. And this is the one of them. This is the one of them. That doesn't even make sense. I'm out. Right, my apologies for that opening scene. That actually looked horrendous. It looked like very hazy for some reason, but I liked the take and I didn't feel like going back to film it, so we kept it, and now we're apologizing for it. Gives me two bonus tips though. One, always clean your lens before filming. You know, you get that oil and smudges, get a nice microfiber cloth thingy and wipe it down. And secondly, make sure your lighting is right. I could not get my lighting tripod thing where I wanted it. The desk was in the way. It was a whole thing. And so I need a better setup, but for right now, this is all we got. All right, to the video. Here are the objectives. 1, mic samples, probably what you came here for, but still haven't received, or have you? 2, best case use scenarios for a shotgun mic. 3, how to set it up on your camera, your iPhone, and Android. 4, overall conclusions about this mic. And 5, your overall conclusions in the comments. Gotta be honest, we'll be shocked if we get one of them, but that won't stop us from making this video. Whoa. In the box, just so you know, you get the red shock mount to reduce unwanted noise, the dead cat, the 2 cables, one for use with your camera and the other with your phone, then the mic itself, and it's accompanied with this nice carry case. Really good touch by Movo here. I will say initially I didn't see anywhere in the directions how to attach the shock mount without breaking it, but then notice they have a QR code to link you to help you with that. I'd follow it because I didn't, and it took me a little bit. This thing almost got the best of me. Whoa. Yeah. You're going to need some elbow grease. Okay, first test. We're going to put on the old Sony cam here if we can actually get it on the tripod. And we're going to test the internal audio of this so you have a comparison to when I put on the movo VxR10 Pro. You should see a stark difference. Okay, right now the camera is like 3 feet away, I'd say. This is a yardstick, so that's what we got. This is how the internal audio sounds on the Sony camera. It's probably bad to mid. Might be able to get away with it in some scenes if you want to film quickly. But now we're going to switch over to the movo VxR10 Pro. What is the difference? Let me know in the comments. Now we have the VxR10 Pro plugged in. That's what you're hearing right now. How does it sound comparing this to the internal audio of the Sony camera? Should be much better. If it's not, then we have an obsolete product that we can't use. But I think it's going to sound pretty good. Let's do another test where we have the mic a little bit closer, perhaps 1 to 2 feet away. So yeah, this video is geared towards just making another video, working on our craft, trying to find some form of consistency. That's something we're always striving for here at Decent Reviews by Cam. Haven't found it yet, but we're going to keep going until we get there. And that's the plan. And also, I just wanted to provide some value, right? Like maybe you're a person who wants to start making videos. You're looking for an affordable microphone and you come across this movo VxR10 Pro. You say, hey, I like the reviews. It looks good. I can afford this. I like this. But now you need the decent take. You need a decent review to see what it actually sounds like, what it's capable of when you make your videos. And this is what you're hearing straight out of the box. The only thing I'm going to do is just like if it's too high, I'm just going to lower the volume a little bit. But other than that, there's no like post-production effects that I'm going to put on this. This is just what you get straight out of the box. How does it sound? What do I want to say? What else do I want to cover? Is this video entertaining? Is it not? Is it so boring that you can't even withstand to watch this for more than 7 to 10 seconds? It's possible. It's entirely possible. You know, sometimes you just got to move forward. You got to make one video, then make the next. And you just got to keep going to get to your goal. And then sometimes you might want to look back to see what you did and what you should not have done. But what I'm trying to say is, I have no idea where I'm going with this. What I'm going to do now is next scene. We're going to show you the best use case scenarios for this style of microphone. Here we are. So one of the main use case scenarios for this style of microphone is vlogging. You know, the microphone is close to you. You're out here doing stuff, documenting your life. To me, can't do it. This is just too much attention drawn, and I'd feel awkward. I mean, I already feel awkward in my own backyard, and quite frankly, no one's around. Or maybe they are. My neighbors probably think I'm crazy. But nonetheless, that's what you can do with it. Think Casey Neistat. Guy's a legend at this. For me, I think I'd go more with like the DJI Pocket 3. It's small, it's compact. You can hook up the wireless transmitter mic to it, so you don't have to worry about like, you know, a big setup, or just use your phone, because that's easy too, and everyone uses their phone, so maybe it's a little less awk. Almost forgot. Comes with a dead cat, so if it's windy outside, this should help reduce all that noise. It's good to have. Let's test it out. As long as this doesn't get the best of me and I can open it. There we go. All right, it's windy right now. How does the microphone sound? We have the dead cat on. Got a nice little gust here. It's not Weather Channel worthy, but it's wind nonetheless. I was looking away, so how does it sound straight on? Dead cat, windscreen on, the whole 9 yards. We got the ND on, still bright out, looks overexposed. Apologies. That's not the point right now. The point is, how does the microphone sound while I'm just standing out here with the windscreen on and the dead cat on? It should sound hopefully clear. My M2S, when I played it back a second ago, I don't have the little cover for it, and so it sounded, the wind was really getting in there. But yeah, you guys let me know in the comments. Appreciate you. Now, if you're not the vlog guy, the shotgun mic is great for talking head videos where it's just you, the camera, and the mic in a room. Anytime you're in close proximity to your camera, this is a nice option. The third use, even though it's not technically meant for it, is a podcast style situation. Mic's in frame, you just got a lot to say. I think it has a nice rich sound when it's close to you. The fourth, as you might have guessed, you could voice over with this microphone. All the voiceover in this video is being done with the movo vxr10 Pro. No audio effects, just volume adjustments unless otherwise noted. Now, fifth option, hear me out. You could act like a TV show host or interviewer or Weather Channel guy and get away using this mic. You would just need one of those long 3.5mm extension cables to go from your camera to your mic. I know, I think this mic is probably good enough to get the job done. I'll make my final conclusions after I listen back in the editor. Next, we're gonna go over how to set this mic up on the camera, on the iPhone, and the Android. Follow me to my office. For the camera, simply plug one end into the camera's port, slide on the microphone to the hot shoe, and then put the other end into the line out on the microphone, and this is what you get. To set up your iPhone with the old lightning port ones, you need an adapter like this one that Movo makes called the IMA-1. I'll link it in the video description, but first step, using the smartphone cable, attach one end into the mic's line out port. Next, attach the other end into the dongle, and finally the lightning cable into your iPhone. Now, I don't get a notification that this mic is being used, but you should be able to tell the difference after you check back your recording. Now, to set up Android USB-C phones, and it may be the same with the USB-C iPhones, that's iPhone 15 and later, I believe, you'll need a USB-C to 3.5mm cable like this one. And you will have to use the camera cable that comes with your mic. Yeah, I'll explain in a minute. Anyhow, plug the USB-C in the phone's charging port, and then the camera labeled end into the dongle, and the mic labeled cable end into the Movo mic. One thing I like about the Google phone is it does tell you when a wired mic is being used, instead of the phone's audio, which is a nice touch, but you still have to play it back to make sure it actually works. Normally, you don't have to hold the shotgun mic like this, but I just want to show you guys how rich the sound quality is, and then tell you that originally when I was filming this, I could not get this microphone to work with the phone. It wasn't getting any signal. It wasn't showing that, hey, you're using an external mic, or no sound would come out. And then if it did, I just thought it was the microphone from the actual phone, not this one. And I was like, it just sounds too similar. There's no distinct difference. It was getting a little frustrating. I thought maybe I had a dud mic and it just wasn't working. Something was wrong. And so I almost reached out to Movo, but then I realized, hey, let's do a little more trial and error and see what happens. And now it's working. I discovered this last night at midnight. Microphone-ish. Yeah, I just killed that take, but it's late at night. I should probably be going to bed, but I'm not right now. I figured, hey, let me try to make a little headway on this project. Can I do it? I don't know. I'm going to move the mic a little bit further. Needless to say, it was exciting that I figured it out. I was unsure how I was going to complete this review when I felt like the mic might not be even working, and I was just using the phone's audio, which would have been awkward. So I'm glad we figured it out. And ironically enough, the cord that seems to work with the phone is the one that's labeled camera, not the one that they gave me that says smartphone. I don't know why, but you know, this is the only cord that worked with the phone, and it's the only cord that worked with my Mac. So it's interesting. You know, it's a whole TRS, something to do with the amount of little bands around the pole. And I don't really get it, and it's not interesting enough for me to really learn about it. So we do it by trial and error. All right, we're on the Google Pixel 10 Pro internal microphone. This is how it sounds, and we're going to switch over to the Movo mic, and I'm going to tell you something. Well, I'm actually not. I already told you guys it was just about the Android smartphone not working with the smartphone cable, just the camera cable. This is the iPhone audio, guys. This is what you're getting right now. And now I'm going to plug in the Movo to it. Now we have the Movo mic paired with the iPhone. We got this messed up rig we put together to get it to work, but it gets the job done. So this is potentially what the sound may be like if you have your iPhone and you're trying to use this mic to film some talking head style videos. So my conclusions overall, this is a solid, good microphone. It's not bad. I don't think it's perfect. There were some troubleshooting issues that had to be done, you know, with the cords and all that. Some of the dongles that I got to work with Android smartphones didn't work, at least with my Pixel. That might not be on Movo. That might be on the phone software. I don't know. But, you know, if you're on a budget and you need a microphone, this could be a good option. However, it does depend on what you're looking for. If you have like no money and you only can pick one type of microphone, you probably want to go with like a wireless mic, because that gives you the ability to do a lot of different things. You can get close to the mic and do talking head videos. You can get far away, and it really provides a lot of versatility. However, you will probably want to have a shotgun mic in your arsenal at some point. And for 50 bucks, this is a pretty good option. This actually might be one of my worst videos ever. I don't know. It just feels very messy right now. Hopefully it's decent.